fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Left side, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
10 at the 41-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
At the 41.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
And 6.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football.
He's got him in, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll try it now with Swift. There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one complete to Jordan Reed. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And again, it's Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
On second down now, it's Jones. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
That's thrown quickly out to Jones. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 15-yard line.
On second down and 4, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Aaron Jones.
And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. Gets around it. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
3rd and 3.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some room to maneuver. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30.
Is that it?
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones,
Touchdown.
98 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
and again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Lions 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will make it into the end zone. Get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking downfield for Jones. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's...
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Number 17,
Devontae Adams. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
makes the score. Packers 21, Lions 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jones, 76 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On the coverage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rodgers. Green's got it over the middle. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Equanimous St. Brown. Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
36 yards. First down, Packers.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, it's Jones. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Rodgers on third down. Open on the left side. This is Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
6 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Rodgers again now. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
15-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
That pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That'll make things really difficult for their offense.
And the 2nd effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown,
Aaron Jones. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Packers 31, Lions 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford looking downfield for Jones.
Is not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in 3rds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep 3rd position and makes the interception.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. On the counter, here's Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to...
It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
He's going to let this one go deep. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. It's caught, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guy.
On Stafford for the 3rd time, he's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the right side, caught by Green. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down.
Rodgers now on first down. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On play action, Rodgers. Incomplete. It's Green. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a first down carry by Jones. That's some room to work. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
13 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Taken in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Stafford, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. Wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 10 more there and another first down.
Packers.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
9-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, it's Jones. And some space here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
The Packer first down.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Rodgers throwing here. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.